Praise God, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I thank God for giving us this new week and especially this blessed privilege for me to share His word with you all. What I want to encourage you today is, the word that God has placed in my heart is we serve a God of remembrance and a God of deliverance. When I was meditating on these two words, remembrance and deliverance, I was reminded of two profound characters in the Old Testament that I would like to speak to you about. The first character is Joseph. Well, in Genesis chapter 37, when we look at what happened to Joseph, we read about his brothers selling him to the Ishmaelites. Well, what I want to tell you in a nutshell is probably you're in that situation today. People have put you in a pit where there's no water, there's no hope for survival at all. They've put you in a situation thinking that, okay, your story is done and you're not going to come up, your life is not going to get better, and their intention for you is for you to probably be nothing. But I want to encourage you saying, if you're that person watching this video or hearing this from somewhere, well, I will tell you that God remembers you in that pit where you are right now. You might be crying out to God today saying that I did not do anything wrong to people, but they have put me in this pit. It is so unfair and everything else. We might be, crying out to Him. Well, let me tell you, even in this situation when things are unfair in your life and people have put you in a pit to destroy your life, God will never leave you nor forsake you. He remembers you even in this pit, in this situation that you're in. And no pit is too deep for God to reach out to. I truly believe in that because that's what happened to Joseph. People put him in a pit where there was no water, but God remembered and used the same people to pull him out of the pit. Like, people who put you in the pit, little do they know that God's going to use the same ones, the same people to take you out of the pit. And even then, people might think that, okay, selling Joseph into the hands of the Ishmaelites will actually give him a mediocre life, or maybe he will just live for a while and then die, or, something bad will happen. But little did they know that he will become, the prince of Egypt there. And God used Joseph so mightily in that land. And God delivered him out of all of these trials that came in his life. So the people who afflict you might think that by doing this, that they're going to destroy you. They're going to destroy the plans in your life, the desires that you have. But let me tell you, when God has a plan for your life and He delights in you, nothing can stop His plan for your life, and nothing can be a hindrance, an obstacle. When He has you in the palm of His hands, nothing can take you out. So don't worry about it. When people are putting you in a pit, just look up and thank God. Thank God for those people who put you in, because they are going to be a part of your testimony tomorrow when God pulls you out and puts you in a palace or puts you in a place of glory and honor and praise for God's name. And what I want to tell you, the second thing is from the book of Exodus, I want to talk about Moses. Well, in the first chapter of Exodus, verse 8, it says, "Now there arose a new king over Egypt who did not know Joseph." So basically, when I read this verse, when all of us, when we read this, we understand that there was a new king over Egypt and he did not know Joseph, nor his brothers, or any of the Israelites who lived there. So he was totally new, and the Israelites were unknown in that land. So basically, as we keep reading, in the chapters that follow, we see that Israelites were made to be slaves, and they were given a lot of work, and they had to do day and night. They were getting so upset and stressed, and they were looking up to God, and they were crying, saying, "Why are we, put in this kind of a bondage and slavery, God?" They were crying out to God. And beautifully, it says in chapter 2 here, Exodus 2, 23 to 25, we see that the children of God looked up to God and they cried to Him out of their affliction. And it says that Their cry came up to God. Like today, are you in that place? Are you looking up to God and crying because somebody has put you in a place of bondage and of slavery? Or probably somebody new has come, they've forgotten about you or your family or the good that you've done to them. Probably you think that nobody remembers me, nobody cares about me or what I've done in the past. Everybody's forgotten and they've moved on, and I have to be in this slavery or this bondage now. Are you crying out to him like that? Or you're probably telling God that you need somebody to speak, or nobody is there to actually speak for you, or to tell the people around you that you have done something really good and not to put you in a place of bondage. Well, let me tell you, even if people forget the good that you have done and they've moved on, even if they don't speak up for you, we have a God who remembers us. He will speak for us. He will stand and fight for us. He will deliver us. You don't need man's support. You don't need, people to speak up for you, because you have a God who will speak for you, who will do things on your behalf, who will turn things around in your favor. And that is what happened here. When people looked up to God and they were crying, God sent Moses in their midst, and through Moses he delivered all of them out of the bondage and the slavery that they were in. So today, if you're in a place where people have forgotten and you don't know who's gonna get you out of this, God will send a ray of hope. And that hope, I believe so truly, is Jesus. He has already sent it. He has already sent Jesus in our midst, and it is in our hands to believe and to take him in our hearts. And if we take him today, he is our deliverer. He will deliver us. And so, by watching this video, what I want to urge you is, look up to Jesus. He is your deliverer. God sent Jesus to deliver us from all our bondage, from slavery and everything that put us in chains. So we don't have to live in that life anymore. So let's look up to Jesus. Let's thank him, and always be filled with hope that even if people do not remember you, people have passed on, thinking that your life is done, nothing can be done with you. But God says that no, I have not given up. I'm still in control of your life, and there is hope in me. So be encouraged today. Look up to him, because he is a God of remembrance and he is a God of deliverance. He remembers you. He will deliver you no matter what your pit is, no matter what your bondage is. He is so much more powerful to deliver you. He remembers you and he will deliver you. Thank you so much for watching, and may the hope of Christ fill your heart as you watch this video and deliver you from all your afflictions, no matter what it is. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.